Welcome to our book presentation. My name is LuongNgocLan and my friend Vũ Việt Cường will present a book named We Should All Be Feminists. In 1997, Hillary Clinton made a famous speech in Beijing about women's rights. 17 years later, on September 20th, British actor Emma Watson gave a smart, important, and moving speech about gender inequality and how to fight it called the He for She campaign. And today, April the 6th, 2020, I will deliver you a message of women via the book We Should All Be Feminists. So, moving on the information of the book. I would introduce the author. She is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. She is the author of award-winning and best-selling novels, including Americana and Half of a Yellow Sun, the short story collection The Thing Around Your Neck, and the essay We Should All Be Feminists. A recipient of a MARC-Author Fellowship, she divides her time between the United States and Nigeria. So about this amazing book. It is published in 2014. This highly acclaimed, provocative New York Times bestseller is adapted from the March of the Mind in 2012 TED Talk of the same name. We Should All Be Feminists is licensed for publication in 33 languages. The content of the book is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie offers readers a unique definition of feminism for the 21st century, one rooted in conclusion and awareness. Drawing extensively on her own experiences and her deep understanding of the often masked realities of sexual politics, here is the one remarkable author's exploration of what it means to be a woman now, and of a moment rallying cry for why we should all be feminists. So the next session is the reason to choose the book. The first reason that this book catches my eye is that We Should All Be Feminists is on the top of bestseller, which is voted 5 stars in Goodreads. Hardly have I seen any book is highly rated with must read comments below. That it punches me and I decide to read it. The second reason for this choice is that the equality between men and women in this century is a highly debated subject. Why women only have some right to speak themselves? Feminism should not be seen as a horrible word. The sooner we fully understand what it means, the quicker our effort towards making equal opportunities available for both males and females. So, to the next part, Cường will continue the presentation.
Okay, thank you, Lan. And now I would like to continue our presentation with the plot summary. Adichie begins her talk with a number of personal anecdotes about growing up in Nigeria. In one of the anecdotes, she recalls a male friend calling her a feminist, clearly meaning it as an insult. In another, her teacher awards a coveted prize to a boy, even though he received a second highest marks on the qualifying test. The author then focuses on the wage gap and on the gender nature of economic power. In Nigeria, for instance, it's assumed that any woman with money has gotten that money from a man. In the workplace, women are expected to do the same work for less pay, and they learn not to speak up for themselves for fear of being called aggressive. Odysseus concludes by saying that we do a great disservice to both men and women by teaching them to adhere to strict gender roles. We must all acknowledge that there is sexism and we must all fight to fix this problem. So, this is our plot summary, and here are the lessons we learned from the book. And I would like to leave the opportunity to Lan to talk about this.
Okay, thank you, Cường. I would say this book, which will be feminist, is a valuable book due to the lesson we learned from this book. Adichie once said, we should teach our children feminism. We must raise our daughters differently. We must also raise our sons differently. So here's the thing. We should educate children feminism. Because it's most important from Adicie's word is that feminism isn't just something for angry women, but something for everyone. She said, my own definition is a feminist is a man or a woman who says, yes, there's a problem with gender as it is today, and we must fix it. We must do it better. This is something we must take to heart. It isn't just about empowering females, but also about teaching males about their own behaviors. Boys, the other boys who cry, that is seen as girly. We must teach boys that a self-reliant woman isn't a threat, but something to be cherished. And we should teach girls that being independent is strong and isn't something to shrink away from. The second is that after reading this book and closing it, a thing to bear in mind is that in any situation, women should be treated equally. Under no circumstance do we judge a person by gender. With a woman, men can't exist. You know that is the truth. More people should involve in these actions. And the last but not least, that we should aware of the message we send to our children. Sadly, a thing that people tend to teach their children is that your daughters should prevent themselves from boys, but they don't teach their children how to love and respect girls. This wrong in education leads to serious issues that girls are more a woman. They have to sit under this hardship. I would say it's more than fat and broken beer. To our opinions about this book, I would like to pass the chance to Cường.
Okay, so now let's move to the last part of our presentation. Now I will talk about what we like about this book. The first thing we found interesting is about the author, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. She is a fantastic speaker and writer that can deliver a healthy and multifaceted topic in such easily accessible ways without sacrificing the weight and the magnitude of the ideas. The next interesting thing about this book is it's very short, only 64 pages that we can read within 2 or 3 days, but the lessons and the messages are absolutely valuable. This is also a book everyone should read and give thought to. This is a problem that all affect us regardless of our gender, and the issue of it should always be the first and the foremost in our minds and action if we ever hope to see a change in the world. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy our presentation, then please comment and click the like button for us.